Such a long day today. What? What are you doing here?
Oh, hey, you're home.
Oh, what? How did you get here?
Oh, yeah, I just let myself in. You have no snacks, by the way.
Snacks? Oh, what? Alright, what are you doing here in the first place?
I mean, I technically do have a reason to be here. Now that internship is ending for us, all the deliverables and buy-bars are coming, right?
Of course I know that they're coming up. I have it all under control.
The final deliverable, yeah, I think that's one of the few that have we decided on that?
Yeah, we decided to do a video about just me kind of like explaining what I did and maybe include some like pictures just to make it more interesting.
Just a video talking about it, you're so boring.
It's not boring, it's genuine.
I can't do this. What if we don't do well? Then we won't be able to graduate. Then we won't be able to find a job. Then anxiety, please. Alright, how about this? How about we do a test run? Will that calm you down? Yes, that would be great. And actually, I have the questions printed out already. Why do you have... Okay, never mind, yeah. Ask away, ask the questions. Alright, first off, where did you have your internship experience? So I was the marketing intern at Dion International Group. Dion International Group is a pharmaceutical cosmetical company. So they specialize in health and beauty supplements, face care, eye care, and they also offer filling and packing services as well as OEM, which stands for Original Equipment Manufacturing. So that means that they create products for other brands to be sold under that brand's names. Good, very professional. Alright, so during your internship there, what tasks were you assigned? So as the marketing intern, I was assigned quite a few tasks. So the first one is I produced 4 videos. So 2 of them were for 2 products that just only came out, which is the eczema support as well as the acne support. So I had to shoot and design and produce the video that's coming out. And then another 2, which is for 2 supplements that have already been out for quite a while, which is called their fat reducer as well as their bust enhancer. So for those 2, they actually already had existing videos out. However, the director, who's my supervisor, she felt that they could be very much improved on, so she requested me to rework them. So that's what I did, I reproduced them. Additionally, I also worked on Dion International Group's website. So actually on my 3rd day in the company, they asked me for some suggestions on how to better improve the website. So some of my suggestions were changing some of the banner designs because the banners were a bit like different colors, so they were not really the same theme. And then I also suggested condensing some of the information. So basically, whatever I suggested, those were the changes I were to make for the website. I see. Well, seems like you learned a lot. Care to elaborate on some of the things that you learned while doing these tasks? So the things I've learned while doing this task, one of it is to learn how to target our advertisements or to target the marketing to a more professional audience. So usually in class, we learn how to target to the younger generation, to the people who are like us. So we actually learn, how to use how to post content on TikTok or Instagram, what is appealing to the younger generations, which is like the trend or the more short form content. However, the videos that will be posted onto the Dion International Group's company YouTube channel, those will be viewed by their professional clients. So the people who are in healthcare, the people who run clinics, the people who run the dermatologists, those will be the people who are watching the video. Thing I've also learned is photography and editing skills. So all the pictures that you see in all the different videos, all the different video clips, those were actually taken by me on a professional camera. So not like my phone camera, it's actually a professional camera that I've used. So I experimented with a lot of different recording styles, with a lot of different editing styles, different angles, even different props at one point, and different lights. And in terms of editing, I used a new software called DaVinci Resolve. And initially, I had to spend about a day or 2 to try and familiarize myself. But once I knew all the different settings, all the different know-hows, I was good to go. Another one of it is actually website design. Yeah, so their website actually uses a current format set by a previous company. Yeah, so the format is very, very different compared to like
things like Wix and Shopify where everything is very streamlined. You know, this has a back end where you have to input and then you have to go back to the front page to input again. Yeah, so I had to kind of experiment with that and see, you know, what aspect ratio was more suitable and what was the best for people to view. Overall, these were skills that I already had a foundation in, and through this internship experience, I was able to expand on them much more. That's quite a few things. Were there any point where you felt very challenged or pressured or like out of your depth? Thankfully, no. My supervisor was very relaxed on the deadlines. You know, she did give particular deadlines, like final deadlines, whether a video should be published by the end of this week or the website update should be done by this week. You know, so she was more strict on those deadlines. However, in between, she was very open to me going at my own pace, and she was also incredibly accommodating. She kept on checking with me and asking, "Hey, is this deadline possible? Is this deadline possible?" And I found that because I had a much more relaxed workspace, right, I was really able to do up all my tasks more efficiently, and I was actually even able to complete the task before the deadline. That's really good to know. It sounds like you had a really positive internship experience at the company. What else do you learn? How about the company or just the industry in general? Yes, I feel like I really picked up a lot, you know, based on the conversations around me. One, I feel like I picked up on the logistic process. So because Dion is an OEM service, they actually have a lot of clients that they go back and forth with. So with that, you know, I kind of knew all the processes from calling to the manufacturing of the product to the testing to going back and forth with the client on the design for the particular products. So yeah, I learned about how product gets from, you know, how the product gets from destination A to destination B, and even then it's also a lot of the timing of the delivery and even the condition that they're delivered in. And then another one is in the ingredients. So I really familiarized myself with a lot of the ingredients. As for the videos, I had to research on what ingredient did to have a better understanding on how to market the product. So yeah, I really had a good sense of what ingredients go in and for what reason. That's really a lot. Do you feel that you did the same in return? You know, do you feel that you add value through the company, through your work? I believe so. I feel like through my work, I was able to add a sense of creativity, such as the current editing and shooting styles. The way I produced the videos that I did, that was very different from what they were already doing. And not just that, even the way I designed the website, it was all very different from how they have done it because I took inspiration from a lot of more current websites. Seems like you really learned a lot. How about just the company in general, you know, so putting aside work, you know, what insights did you learn from the company? Oh, definitely. And it's not just speaking in the sense of work. It's actually more about how to foster a good and happy working environment. So during my internship, you could see all the staff there were very friendly with each other. And it's not just the interactions while doing work. It's actually outside of work, you know. And the team is actually not very big. It's about less than 10 people in the office and then less than 10 people in the manufacturing team. So everyone is really very bonded together. And no matter what, whether it's something as simple as helping somebody to photocopy something or helping somebody to buy lunch because that's more convenient, yeah, everybody is just so willing to help out. And I feel like another thing that I've gained from Dion International is how to be more empathetic. Dion International Group, some people might not know this, but they're actually a social enterprise. So in this, they have people who are wheelchair bound as well, and my marketing manager, who I worked with very closely, he was actually deaf. So to exchange ideas and discuss, I had a little notebook and we wrote down all our exchanges there, and we use gestures or even a little bit of sign language sometimes. But what I really appreciated was that Dion doesn't publicize them, and the director makes it effort not to, you know. They didn't see them as people with disabilities, they just saw them as people. So that's one thing I really respected about Dion. And overall, this internship experience has been very eye-opening for me. I was able to understand and learn how to market products to a more professional target audience, and I was also to learn about a lot more like pharmaceutical, cosmetical industry. And how aside from that, I've learned a lot of people skills, not just it's not just about how you talk to someone, but it's about answering the phone calls when you're talking to potential clients, or when you're receiving delivery of products, how you're talking to the delivery person, or if you're passing on a message from the supervisor to another colleague. I feel like I've learned a really proper way to communicate in the office.